Hi, it's Deborah, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Thanks for joining me today.
This is the Christmas card I'll be sharing with you today. It features the All Ye Faithful stamp set. All of the dimensions and supplies used will be found in the description below the YouTube video, as well as on my blog, createwithcompassion.stampinup.net. So let's get started. To begin the creation of this card, we're going to stamp the 3 images that will be on the front panel of the card onto the clear plastic sheet from the Stamp-A-Majig. So I'm going to ink up the Joseph, Mary, and Baby Jesus stamp with Night of Navy ink, put that in the corner straight up and straight down. Then I'm going to turn my clear plastic sheet a little bit so I get the next corner, ink up the 3 wise men stamp with the Night of Navy. Make sure everything's in the corner. Go straight up and straight down. And then I'm going to take the O Come All Ye Faithful stamp, ink that up with Night of Navy. Make sure it's going the correct direction and stamp that up in the corner. I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp the O Come All Ye Faithful. First is going down at the bottom of the panel and will be in the center. There will be a little blue strip going across, so I kind of want to try to get this centered in that little bottom area. So I'll put my T-piece in place, ink up my stamp in the corner, straight up and straight down. Next we'll do Baby Jesus with his parents, and that'll be kind of in the upper left corner. There we go. Keeping in mind that there will be about an 1/8 inch piece of Night of Navy separating the sentiment from the images. So that's inked up in Night of Navy in the corner, straight up, straight down. Wait for a moment. There we go. And then it's time for the wise men. And they'll be kind of to the right of Jesus and his parents. Ink that up with Night of Navy. Into the corner, straight down and straight up. And while we're with the front panel, we're going to go ahead and put this little blue strip on. I have some Tombow Mono Multi liquid glue. I'm just going to put just a little bit along the edge of this 1/8 of an inch piece of Night of Navy. It's a little longer than I need, so I can just cut off. I'm going to use the grid paper to help me get it straight, if at all possible. That looks good. Press that down. And with my scissors, I'll just trim off the piece that is sticking off. Now we will clean off the Stamp-A-Majig imaging sheet so we can stamp the inside panel. Okay, so with the Night of Navy, we're going to ink up the shepherd and the sheep stamp and stamp that in the corner of our imaging sheet, straight up and straight down. And then we're going to turn that and ink up our sentiment, also from All Ye Faithful stamp set, and stamp that in the corner. Whoops. Make sure you don't move your imaging sheet. Now we'll bring in our 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Whisper White, and we're going to stamp the shepherd first over in the left hand corner bottom. Ink him up with the Night of Navy. Move the stamp imaging sheet in the corner, straight up, straight down. Then we'll place our sentiment beside to the right of the shepherd. Ink that up with Knight of Navy. Into the corner, straight up and straight down. And while we have the shepherd on our imaging sheet, we're going to get our envelope. And I want just the shepherd in the bottom left hand corner. I don't want that extra sheep, so I just have it lined up right where I need it to be, just to get that shepherd. Ink that up. Into the corner, straight up and straight down. And there's the shepherd and sheep. Now let's go ahead and ink the images of our front and inside panel with Knight of Navy and a piece of Stampin' sponge. I cut these into 8s and then I punch out a piece of scrap paper and staple it onto the edge of the stamp sponge so that I know what ink I use. The ink will stay wet on the sponge for a little bit, so you don't want interesting colors mixed and matched. So I have a Stampin' sponge piece for each color of ink for my sponging. So we just tap the sponge onto the ink pad and swipe those edges. Now we are ready to assemble the card. We have our card base, standard size, so it fits in the medium size envelopes. So with our Knight of Navy ink, if you like to have something stamped on the back, we're going to ink that up. This is the back panel, so we need to stamp down here. So we'll just turn it over and stamp that. This is going to be my inside panel, so I'll take my inside piece, put a little snail onto it. Stick that down, centered. Let's go ahead and fold that over and burnish that. Now this front panel you could pop up on Stampin' Dimensionals if you'd like, but I'm actually just going to use the snail. Keep it flat for mailing, though you can mail easily with the Stampin' Dimensionals. So we'll center that as well. And that is the Christmas card featuring All Ye Faithful stamp set and Knight of Navy. This is the card and envelope. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thumbs up would be appreciated, and a subscription would be awesome. I'm going to be doing a stepped up version of this same card layout and stamp set, so you don't want to miss that. It'll be coming out within the next few days. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.